ready to present myself to the world. Today is Sunday. I think today will be a calmer show. I'm really considering doing some experiments that you can follow along with. I want to show you, wow, that was loud. I like to show you the power of your mind while showing you the power of your mind. Because I've been doing some interesting experiments with, I call it focused thinking, focused meditation, focusing on not focusing. And I've had some pretty good results. And all you need to do is sit still and exist for a while and consider some possibilities. Because we're spoon-fed things. Earlier in life, we're spoon-fed what's possible, what's not possible, uh, what's crazy and not crazy. And, and I think we'll be able to pull back the veil, the wool that has been pulled over our eyes by doing some of these meditations. Because I really do think that before we can even make a choice, or decide what to believe, we're told what to believe. And I don't think that's right. I think each person, if we want to wake up, if we want to look past the veil, is it a veil or is it the wool being pulled over our eyes? We're told a lot of things before we can even decide whether they're true or not. We don't get a chance to experience deep meditation, deep rest. And I think that's why we suffer from anxiety. We suffer from fear, worry, depression, and feeling trapped in our own bodies. Greetings, Michael. Hello. I don't think I've seen you here yet. I guess I'm going to be meeting a lot of new people. Who knows? It's a big world out there. The possibilities. We really need to consider the Oh, you are new. Well, welcome. I call this Eddie's Fun House. I'm Eddie. Welcome to my fun house, where things aren't always what they seem. I guess there's a reason why people are... You're welcome, yeah. It's good to feel like you belong somewhere. That reminds me of a movie called 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Yeah, what kind of people? I've always wondered, why are we so afraid to die? It seems like life is built around not dying. In this culture, in our Western civilization, I've noticed that everything is built around not. They find out so many ways to save your life. You know, if you're in a car wreck, or if you're in you have a heart attack, or you're suffering from an illness, they have ways to keep you living longer. Exactly, and we all have expiration dates. Some of us are past our expiration dates. There's only a certain amount of time we're supposed to be down here. There's only a certain amount of time. And what do? We prolong our time here. And that's what gives us anxiety. That's what makes us feel depressed. This is not home. Everybody says, I'm going home. I finally get to go home. These people who've experienced near death, or hospice nurses, they're the perfect ones to talk to about death and dying. Let me read all this. The one day we will leave this planet. Yeah, into the next adventure. I know. Why are we so afraid? Because it's what we're told. We're told from day one. You're, there's a hell, there's a purgatory if you're not living right. A lot of us are just learning. We're learning, and if you're learning, what do you have to be afraid of? I just learned that MIT professor was teaching, and they have discovered that we do not create our thoughts. They are downloaded. Yep, that's heavy. We download consciousness from somewhere. I know that's the way people that they say math proves God, because we we know math, but where did math come from? There's an intelligent design. Everything we experience, there's a thought behind it. Hermes Trismegistus, he said that the all, the all is unknowable. It's like we think we know God. We like to refer to him as God or the creator. Hello, Isa. And we can go even further. There's an intelligent design, and then who created that intelligent design? There was a guy who I was listening to that says the universe is infinite. It's like the creator is. Have you ever seen Conversations with God? Have you ever heard that? It's an ebook called Conversations with God, and I found it fascinating how we perceive. We try to perceive something. Have you ever smelt an elephant? Not up close. I've never smelt an elephant. Many people have theories and faith and beliefs, and one thing for sure I don't think anybody really knows until we leave this planet. Until then, it is just a belief. Yeah, it's almost like theories. There's all these, we can only speculate, but then people, I was watching a video of a woman seeing angels on the roof as she was dying. It was somebody's mother on her deathbed, and she was looking up at something that she couldn't record. A couple of days ago, our washer, Sir, yeah, there's many people that see things when they're about to pass away. Yeah, it is. Isn't that interesting? Because we we're experiencing with our five senses, but there are things that are beyond our five senses. There's things that we know because of the. I think what we need to do is separate ourselves from the universal consciousness, because I think the universal consciousness is ignorant of a lot of things because it's all programming. The universal consciousness is just programming. We're all programmed to believe that the golden rule and what goes up must come down. And then you got people levitating. Thoughts on being late? Well, you seem to be late quite a bit, don't you? Aren't you? You know what? Maybe you have a lot going on. Like, share. Yes, like, share, and subscribe. I have been 3 times in the presence of different family members passing away. Hold on. Passing away is a very deep and sad and, yeah, even maybe a blessed time that I was able to spend with them. That's what a lot of people who, right at their point of death, they always talk about the simple things. Like, I really love these people, and I really want to share how I feel about these people and the relationship I had with my dad or my mother. Bro, I've been looking for you for 21 hours. Wow. Well, you found me, I guess. I love you too. Yeah, and it's like we're programmed with commercials. We're programmed with the media to look at this fire, or look at this explosion, or look at this shootout, or this you know um, somebody whose life tragically ended too soon. And it's like all that is going into our subconscious mind, and we're all agreeing to it. They say stuff like that goes on the astral plane. On the astral plane, people can actually see the same object if they all agree, or like a city or an object, or they believe that when they go into the astral plane, our consciousness is creating things. And I find that interesting. But then again, we're the ones who are thinking the thoughts. I go back to the movie from 1990 where they're able to die and then come back. I've always wanted to do that even more. Oh, have you seen Ghost Inside My Child? On YouTube, you can get those episodes. People, kids are recalling their previous life. Like one kid died in 9/11. Hello, it's Ryan. Well, everybody's showing up today. No, it's pretty cool. And one kid was like one kid died in a New York. A plane had crashed into a building in New York, and this kid had total recall of that happening. I, yeah, check it out. There's so many, like, yeah, this isn't it. We think this is it because we're seeing it, we're touching it, we're smelling it. You know, that's what we remember, but our memories aren't accurate. And I believe that sometimes we have memories planted. We have memories planted of to make ourselves feel guilty or bad about ourselves. Yeah, they can't. How would they make up stuff in such detail? Sometimes they'll look up the names of the people that they're talking about, and they'll see records of these people. So it's recorded. I was thinking, yeah, 9/11 the other day, because Building 7 had nothing to do with the plane. Yeah, and it's a terrorist attack, you know. And all they have to do is stamp the word terrorist on it. Thoughts on Grandma Daisy? Well, welcome, Grandma Daisy. Grandma Daisy hasn't passed away yet, has she? She's a, yeah. And then, have you ever tried the, what was it called? The Gateway Experiment or Gateway Experience? That's pretty awesome. I am more than my physical body. And they talk about the energy resonation balloon, the energy conversion box, and you go through all these stages until you get to the 10, focus 10, mind, mind awake, body relaxed and asleep. And then you can go to focus 12, which is your expanded consciousness. Because we're so distracted by this material world, it can be disturbing at times. We're so distracted and we think that this is all there is until we have a dream. And in that dream, you're experiencing that reality. It boggles the mind. And then we have to work against our programming. From day one, it's like we're told before we have a chance to decide, we're being told, you know, this is physics, this is science, this is proven, you know, and if you can't repeat it, it isn't science. And formulas, and then people blow away formulas in the future. People they thought was fact, you know, is now no longer fact. We were all taught that God is outside of us. And know ye not that you are the temple of God and the Spirit of God dwells within you? So it's like we're the habitation. We're the, and Our body is just inhabiting the creator. It's like, and we think we know everything. Yeah, based on what we learn. Yeah, but really we come to find out we don't know any. Yeah, we don't know, even know crap. What is crap? Stuff that has no value. Because we used to think, yeah, you got to have that job, you got to have that status, you got to, and if you don't accomplish that, you're ruined. I it's called the ego death. I really think that we need to die the ego death because sometimes we have to look beyond ourselves. Like my mom needs me, my brothers need me. Don't get stuck in your head about, oh, I didn't accomplish marriage or I didn't accomplish this house that I was hoping to get. Because sometimes that don't mean anything. If you want to make God laugh, show him your plans. I've heard that a couple of times. If you want to make God laugh, show him your plans. Because it's like you're part of something much bigger and you're not as strong or you're not able to. I think some of these things are just put there to prove to us that something is possible, that we can govern our own lives. Yeah, the pineal gland, the DMT releases their end. Yeah, but by taking these mushrooms, DMT, ayahuasca, we can do it. And but I'd say we can do it without all that. But I think we need that disconnect. We are so programmed into matter. We become matter. And we're not matter, we're energy. That's one of the hermetic principles. Nothing move no, everything moves, everything vibrates, nothing is at rest. And if you break that all down, I was doing a meditation earlier today and I could just feel I'm energy. I'm not matter is just lower vibration, a lower vibration of energy. And could you imagine like people in a coma, people who are unconscious for a while, they get amnesia because their memory can't recall who they were or what they were. Yeah, Joe Dispenza, I've heard about him. And it's and you do I forget what he would say. It was you can't fix matter with matter. And that's what we try to do. We're so interested in building things, like taking matter to create something that is made of matter. But you go beyond that. Like Neville Goddard. I'm really into what Neville Goddard talks about that you first get out of your own way. And that's you do that by meditating. You get out of your own way. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. Because you have to clear your mind. I think that's the first thing, the first discipline that you need to achieve is clearing your mind. Because if you have a doubt, you're going to create what you doubt. It's the law of assumption. If you assume that you're going to have, that you doubt something, if you assume that you doubt something, that's the law of assumption working backwards. I remember you, Sophia. Sophia the wise one. That's the Gnostic texts. Yeah. Maybe that's, yeah, maybe we're getting an answer from Sophia. I really like listening to that. There's so much that's hidden from us. There's so much that we should be common knowledge. I think that's why we're stuck here. We're stuck here because we're trying to figure stuff out. The flow state. Neville Goddard talks about the flow state. The drone phenomena. And your thoughts on all that drone phenomena that just other identified strange objects. You know what? I think I keep going back to Hermes. He said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Maybe the student is ready. We're starting to see that the matrix is something that's that's created, and we all have a part in that creation, and we're starting to see the matrix fall apart. We're starting to see this construct fall apart. We're seeing beyond the veil. We're starting to see beyond the wool. And I think now is our time for the teacher to appear. And our teachers are going to start showing us stuff. Because Jesus said, um, when you discover the truth, you'll be disturbed. Then you will marvel. Then you will rule the all. So I think now we're entering into that disturbed part. We're starting to see the truth and we're getting disturbed. And then we'll start to marvel. I think I'm reaching the marveled state. I'm marveling over all the things that were hidden from us. Now's the time. That's right, isn't that? And I think we're all going to start saying, yes, Master, please teach me. Hi. Let's see. There's an interesting thing about Jesus. The current image of him is not accurate. The exactly false. He was Middle Eastern from the Middle East, but he is portrayed as European. Isn't that? You know what they say? Hindi is the oldest religion, or Hindu is the oldest religion, and if you look at what they're trying to teach now, or what they're discovering now in science, is stuff that the Hindus already knew. The Hindu, the Hopi, um, the Navajo. I really like their teachings and their prophecies. I haven't watched the live in 5 days. Yes. See, another distraction. We're being distracted. They don't want us to know the truth. It does. And it's like, isn't each deity an invention? If you look at, there's something that we're trying to bring into our minds, something that's beyond our minds, like the all. The all is unknowable. They talk about the all, we exist in the mind of the all. The all is unknowable, but we think because we can give a name to God, an image to God. Some religions say don't give an image to God. Don't make God into an image. Would you work at Taco Bell for free? No, I would not. Not for free. You'd have to pay me somehow. Yes. Indigenous people, native people, yeah, their techniques and it's like, yeah, they had it. They had it until the Europeans showed up and started enforcing. Again, it's to control the masses, to enslave. And Jesus came to set people free. Yes, well said. Trying to reach out to other things, make sense, yeah, of our existence. Yeah, because we want something like us. We want something very much like us so we can relate. It's all about the relatability. Thoughts on cats wearing jewelry in the Egyptian. You know what? Cats were very highly regarded. They wore ankh. Yeah, you can see like paintings, renderings of ancient Egypt. But then what predates Egypt? Babylon? No, the Lumerians and the Atlanteans. What about old Egyptian hieroglyphics and others around the world where they uh, portray, yeah, little models? I've seen those. They look like little airplanes. They did the chicken across the road. Why did the chicken cross the road? That's right, Sophia. Are you trying to break our concentration? I think we do need humor. We really need humor. Why did the chicken cross the road? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? That sounds like a dirty joke. Which came first, chicken or the egg? Somehow that egg needed to be fertilized. It's weird. Yeah. Could you have it? You need a chicken to lay the egg. What did the ocean say to the other wave? They just waved. That reminds me of what did one alcoholic say to the other? Oh no. What do alcoholics do when they meet each other? They shake. That was an old MASH joke. Remember MASH? Because people do shake when they're alcoholics. When they haven't had a drink, what do they do when they get together? They shake. I love jokes. One of my favorite ones was two flies are on a turd. One of them farts. The other one says, "You mind? I'm trying to eat over here." Uh, I love those jokes. Why did the man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well. Why is it a dad joke? How do you know it's a dad joke? When it's apparent. Those are knee slappers. I like the knee slappers. I'm so glad we could be here today. Oh, so we could just, you know what? I think the student is ready to some degree. Because we're starting to believe that this construct is not working. We had so much faith in our construct, our civilization. Hogan's Heroes, yep. Hogan's Heroes family. Three's Company, that's right. Happy Days, yep. That's my generation. My generation, baby. What did the frog say to the car broke down? I need to get it towed. Thank you, Mikey D. Do you need to get it? You need to get the car towed. I'll get Fanta cause I'm fantastic. Fantastic. That's what we do here at Eddie's Funhouse. We share jokes. In spite of it all. Sometimes I think that's what meditation does. It causes us to disconnect from this physical world. One time I had a fight with air. I lost. Fighting with air? Yeah. It's like trying to step on the same piece of water twice. Discovering is very important to... Hold on. Good God. Sorry. Discovering is very important to each different... Yeah. Hello. And we forget what's important. Because sometimes we can get despair when our car breaks down and we don't have money to fix it, or all it can take, it's our house of cards. We get, oh, hello. We have fun here. It's not all about me. That's why I like to play the jaw harp. It brings out the hillbilly in me. What's interesting is I look at all the things that I have and I'm like, I don't take none of this with me. I don't even take my body with me. That's right. But, hold on. But we can get so attached. I know. I love you too. We love you, Eddie. Living without attachment is huge. Attachment to your lives, attachment to this world, attachment to items, attachments to, yeah, the list goes on and on. And I think it comes from our childhood. We get our toys for Christmas. We don't want to share our toys because our toy is part of our identity. We see somebody else playing with our toy, we get upset because nobody asked our permission, or because it's my toy, not yours. everything happens from the point. Yeah, I still have some of my toys from. Yeah, and we want to never let that go. You know, we become what we own. Is it what you own or does it own you? And I just give it all away. I would give it all away to be. What's up? It's David. If I if I were king for just one day, I would give it all away. I would give it all away to be with you. Yeah, if our life depended on it, how much worth everything we have, how much worth would it have if our life depended on it? Taking things outside of ourselves in our identity. How can I say I could be toxic because I have if we lose, yeah, if we lose our items, that's why you need a prenuptial agreement. People walk away with your stuff, the stuff that it becomes part of you. It's kind of like the samurai and his sword. That's a good one. It is what you own. Does it own you? Yeah. Can you keep breathing if you didn't have, if you had to give up your sword or your pocket knife or, your extensive ring collection, you know? Thoughts on the Queen and how long was her. Yes, Queen Elizabeth. World War II, the tail end of World War One. Yeah, she was through a lot of it. She was the Queen, Elizabeth. It is a part of us, I guess. It is just made up in. We enjoyed it for however long. Yeah, I I still have a stuffed animal unicorn that my nana gave me on my. Yeah, sentimental value. Those things, especially, I always like wearing something that somebody gave me. It makes me feel protected and loved. If I go in for a job interview or, go somewhere, and somebody gave me like a ring or a pair of shoes. I'm really liking my new pair of shoes. It doesn't have laces on them. I just slip them on and I don't have to worry about them coming untied. Thoughts on Garfield? You read the comic books? That was a long time ago. I think Bill Murray, he said that was the only movie he regrets making. The only movie he regrets making was Garfield. What I had to leave my place in an emergency. I was only able to grab a few things. Yeah, I chose, yeah, for pictures, yes. They say have that in your survival kit. Have some pictures in your survival kit of your family, other family related. Yeah, because that's your connection to people you knew. I remember things. Who gave it to me? It's hard to let go of the things that were given to you. Had 90% of everything else stayed. Yeah, to possibly lost forever. Yeah, it's like, hi there and welcome. That is weird how we put ourselves into what we own. And it's like, it's hard to let it go. Even if we have to sell stuff. Like if you come across hard times and you need to go to the pawn shop, I had to sell some things at the pawn shop. And it's amazing how things are so cheap now. Things you spent a lot of money on. Thoughts on working at Wendy's, and do you get free lunches? I don't know. I've never worked at Wendy's. Wendy's has some good food. You're making me cry, Michael. Thoughts, right? I've sold things that I wish I know it. Once you do get rid of it, you can't get it back. You know, like I grew attached to some things, and when my services were no longer needed, I had to leave behind a lot of things that I really liked. I had a lot of things that I got attached to, some things that had sentimental value, and I just had to watch it all get loaded onto a truck and never saw it again. But I guess that's, yeah, attachment to those things. And it is weird. Materialistic. Being materialistic. Thoughts on waterbeds? Don't get a waterbed. Do not get a waterbed. Those were big in the 70s. Don't get, if you live upstairs, don't get a waterbed. All it takes is a hole, a leak. You come home from work and the floor is all moldy, saturated. You got to get extraction, a water extraction. Sophia, what happened? Are we talking about letting go of material things? Going through the eye of the needle? A rich man, it's easier for him to go through the eye of a needle. And we're programmed to be materialistic. We're programmed. Our money, our hard-earned money, has to go into some kind of material gain. But what does it profit a man to gain the entire world? Hello, Spider Girl, it's been a while. I guess all we have really is our breath. Yeah, in that moment. That was a Shaolin monk, I guess, held a kid underwater and said, what was more important to you? Your next breath? Thoughts on rubber bands? They can come in handy. Rubber bands, that's what holds life together sometimes. And duct tape. Duct tape holds life together. My house, well, my uncle's house, oh, it burned down and was my child house. When I was born, I was the first in my house. I remember there was a house I lived in Alabama, and it was knocked down by a tornado. It was in on Eastwood Street, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. There was a tornado that ripped through Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and it tore up a house that I lived in. And I kind of miss that house. There was a lot of memories there. There was a huge tree in the backyard, and we built a tree house in said tree. Thoughts on the name David? I know. Well, David, that goes back to ancient Jewish history. Sophia, that was sad. Your early memories. I wish we were able to save our family home. Yeah, I grew up as well. Those things are very important. Yeah, it's how we conceive in our heads life. You know, when you could look back on a house you used to live in, they call it walking down memory lane. To us all, and how we have just the, yeah, that's what made up. We are a sum of our thoughts. That's what Buddha said. We're the sum of our thoughts. We'll not be punished for our thoughts. We'll be punished by our thoughts. Thoughts on David. Thoughts on, I hate that emoji. It doesn't mean anything, does it? It looks so angry, that emoji. You're so kind. Oh, see, people meet each other here. This is a meeting place. Like-minded, like-hearted, people who have the same heart, that know about sentimental value, who has suffered loss. I have a dream often about our family house, and it reminds me of how I do wish things happened differently. Wishing I was a bigger, it, yeah, it doesn't solve anything. I know I often think about going back in time and changing my behavior, changing how things worked out. If I could just go back in time, like like Back to the Future or Back to the Past, because we want a better present. And I think part of the meditation is letting go of all that. Because it's only memories. And sometimes they say our memories aren't accurate. Our memories are what we would have liked things to be. Lots of love. Thoughts on the same Stacy? The name Stacy. I kind of like the name Stacy. But that's cool that we get to share this, even if it is on the cyberspace. We're all finding ourselves somewhere on cyberspace or in cyberspace. But then again, we created it. We created cyberspace. We're participants. Just like a light switch, you don't fully understand the light switch sometimes. You just count on it. You count on that light switch. Favorite Care Bear? I guess one with the rainbow. It's been a while. The Care Bear stare. Some people need the Care Bear stare. Who do you think needs the Care Bear stare? Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's right. Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes it's a pleasant surprise. Thoughts on name Mason? Mason is a male name, correct? It's funny, now we don't know what male or female is. We can't define male or female. We think, yeah. It used to be something we took for granted. We just took for granted that you had what you were born with. Now people are switching things around. Thoughts on the name David, Spider-Girl, and Michael? I love them all. Anybody who shows up to Eddie's Funhouse, thoughts on popcorn shrimp? I guess if you're hungry for it, knock yourself out. I like the Castaway line, Tom Hanks, when he said, I know what I have to do now. I have to wake up again and breathe. You never know what the tide brings in. Yeah. Say, what? So what is interesting is there's obviously two biological genders, male and female. Now, someone said there's a difference between sex and gender. I have a good, I have to look into that. You know what? If you look at science and biology, you have male organs, female organs. Some animals have both. So I guess there are two genders. You just can have both. Like snails. They say snails have both genders. Some of them alternate. There are a sea creature that if they win the fight, they become the male. If they lose the fight, they become the female. And so yeah, two genders, but you can have both. They call them hermaphrodites. Thoughts on Ginger Rogers? That was a long time ago. This is the kid show. Yeah, it is the kid. Well, it's both. I guess this is a family. We're treating each other like family. Or what? This is both. I'm still keeping it clean. So what is interesting there is... Oh yeah, we already read that. I thought I skipped some. Hello! Kayla. Kayla. I have a cousin named Kayla. Kayla. I beg it, won't you ease my worried mind? There's a slower version of that song. Only it was Layla. Layla. Yes, I left that out. That, true, there are some people who are hermaphrodites who have both organs, genitals, but so I guess there is more than just... No, it's... You can have one, the other, or both. So I guess there's... You can be... Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. What's your thoughts on Johnny Cash? What's your favorite 1960s car? They've always been. I like the not Winnebagos, the VWs. Remember the VWs back in the '60s, the '70s? Those buses, the buses and bugs. Those I heard run a long time. The VWs, Volkswagen, Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. He fell into a burning ring of fire. He went down, 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 and the flames kept getting higher. He passed away recently, didn't he? I cut myself today to see if I still hurt. That was a he owned that song. Somebody else wrote the song, but when he sang it, a lot of people liked it. Baja. There we go. The Baja. Bill Sasso. You ever Will Sasso? He talks like Jesse the Body Ventura or Jesse Ventura. He talks about the Baja. David, you say one-liners at least. Say something intelligent to make us think deep. Let's think deep. How old did MTV get? They're still on MTV. I remember when that first came out. Cyndi Lauper and Sting and Michael Jackson and all those. David Bowie, I think, was even on MTV. Did MTV start? I think it did. Yeah, 1982. Call your cable company and say I want my MTV. Watching Squid Game at the same time. Squid Game? Okay, so you know the first song that was on MTV? I remember Round and Round, what comes around goes around, I'll tell you why. What was another one? It was Come On, Feel the Noise. Those songs were out, I remember. I don't remember the first song. I've been hearing about Squid Games. Squid Games. Is that like Squidbillies? Really, Michael? Yes. There's a lot I'm just learning about. I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. What made Michael Jackson turn white? I guess, I don't. Some treatment? I thought, the first song that that R was video. Yeah, video killed the radio star. Pictures came and broke my heart. Oh, 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 oh. You know what I like is the B-52s. Rock Lobster, ooh ah, Rock Lobster. They were up there with Devo. They kind of sound alike. I am so tired. How long can this go on? Working in a coal. That was featured on Heavy Metal, the cartoon. The Bugles. The Bugles. I remember the Bangles. Walk like an Egyptian. The Bangles. I remember the Bangles. Our lips are sealed. The B-52s. That's right. Belinda Carlisle. Yes. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? We'll make heaven a place on earth. That's a good song. We should all dance to that song. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? We'll make, ooh, heaven a place on earth. Pac-Man. Driving Miss Crazy. That's right. Morgan Freeman. He's been in a lot of movies. Shawshank Redemption. Bruce Almighty. The Bangles. That's right. Belinda Carlisle. Never forget. Vacation time around me. Vacation, have to get away. Ah, the nostalgia. There was a place in California. It was an 80s club. They played 80s music while you danced and drank beer. Shout out to food. Food! I like food. Today I had a piece of teriyaki. You should add like one day out the week to dance stream. Yeah, and play songs that have people request. Yeah, take out some. I could be a DJ for a day. Food is important. Without food, we would die. I had a crush on the lead singer of the Bangles. You did? The lead singer of the Bangles. Walk like an Egyptian. Just another manic Monday. That one. Belinda Carlisle. Who watches Super Bowl? I don't. A lot of people do. That's the best time to advertise. The best time to advertise is during the Super Bowl. The cover girl sweet sensation, Nia Peoples. Sweet sensation, cover girl. Easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl. Me. Me. I'm a tan man. Who likes Tim and Eric? Have you ever listened to Tim and Eric or ever watched some of their episodes? I watched Tim and Eric. They had like a lot of stars. And John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. DJ Ed, that's right. You're a DJ for one night of the week. Thoughts on the group Heart? Barracuda. What is it, Magic Man? He's got the magic hand. Samantha Fox was hot. Samantha Fox. Yeah, Heart. These dreams go on when I close my eyes. Every moment I'm awake, I live another life. That's what I could do. I could be a DJ. DJ for donations. How about that? I'll work for donations. I need licensing, don't I? I need to have a license to play songs. I need to get like a CD player and a bunch of CDs. Thoughts on the song Alone? The cover girl's sweet sensation for the 80s freestyle music. Yeah. I like Prince too. Raspberry beret, the kind you find at a secondhand store. Is everybody hot? Everybody is hot, hot, hot. No, not everybody, Sophia. They were. Hello, Eagles won. All right. At last, at least to me, I'm sure there's hot people in everybody's judgment. That's right. Everybody's beautiful in their own way. Today was Super Bowl. You know what? I didn't notice that today. The church, when I went to church today, there was still a lot of people in church. They usually, Super Bowl Sunday, when it's Super Bowl Sunday is when not a lot of people are in church. Thoughts on the TV show Today's Special Ed? Today's Special Ed. There's a TV show? Bon Jovi, Led Zeppelin, Journey, Christopher Cross. I think there's two kinds of people. There's the people who like Led Zeppelin, the people who like Pink Floyd. I like Pink Floyd. Is the live ending at 5? I don't know. What time is it now? No, it's already 6:54. Don't talk about ending yet. We'll end when I get tired, I guess. When I get too tired. When I start slurring my speech. Marvin Gaye. Thoughts on Abe Lincoln? They called him Honest Abe. He had a dream about his assassination. I heard that. He had a dream. Somebody got shot, and he said, "Who was shot?" And he said, "The president." I think they still have the chair that he was shot in. Isn't that weird what people collect? I'm going to go to that Zach Bagans. It's 4:55. Oh, where you are it is. Here it is 5. Yeah, 4:55. This is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. I better stop singing that. I don't want it to go on forever. You're unsubscribing? Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. What made you unsubscribe? Was thoughts on Scrooge McDuck? Scrooge McDuck was a miser, wasn't he? Wasn't he a miser? He really loved his gold. Scrooge McDuck. I used to watch. Wasn't it DuckTales? I want Maud now. Oh, you're giving me an ultimatum? You're giving me an ultimatum? Wow, Noah. I'm sorry. I have to. Is that on the table? Please, Maud. No, I don't want to. Why do you want to be mod? You're only 9 years old. Why do you need to be a moderator? I think you're 9. Did you say you were 9? Why are you mad, Noah? He's taking it out on me. He probably was told no by his parents, and he's taking it out on me. No, you can't be mod if anybody's mod. That's right. If anybody's mod. No, I'm not. Yeah, you're 70. I'm 79. You're 80. Like 80. I like a sense of humor. Especially when somebody's mad, people say things when you're bad. You, like I said, go to somebody else's live and say, "Can I be mod?" You want your name to show up in the credits, don't you? You want your name to be in the credits. I'm not 9. I don't know what you're saying. He's like 41 or 40. Well, thank you for that. Wow, you're trimming years off my age. Thank you for calling me 41. I'll settle for 41. Do not make Noah mod. He is not mod worthy. I like that. Not mod worthy. You're 80. Thoughts on being rich? I don't think I know what rich is. I've never been rich. I wouldn't know what rich is if I were rich. Can I be mod, please, to take care of trolls? Thank you, Godfather style. Do you ever remember the TV show 3-2? Yes, I do. 3-2-1 Contact. That was on weekends, wasn't it? On PBS. 3-2-1 Contact. That intro is really cool. Yeah, he's not mod worthy. He's not mod worthy. Yes, we must elect. We must elect. We need to be careful who we make moderator. I made the mistake of making people moderator. I had so many problems. I couldn't even finish a show. I couldn't even finish a live stream. Yes, you have to be discerning. That's right. You need to be discerning. You need to consult. You need to cast bones. You need to cast the bones. Thoughts on Wonderland? Where up is down and down is up? Where we have a tea party? I have references to Alice in Wonderland. I have the little hat that says "We're all mad here." Yes, the rabbit hole. I love the rabbit hole. People say that a lot. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Bro, David, you say thoughts on everything. Wizard of Oz, some really good songs. That's right. No one sees the wizard, no one, not know how. Never ending story. Oh, never turn around. Look at what you see. One of the episodes Jack Black was in, I think it was Never Ending Story 2. He played the bully. Jack Black. He's been in Mars Attacks, School of Rock. I love Wizard of Oz. Yes, the wizard is one because Daffy Duck, you're despicable. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. Yes, he talked like that, and so did Sylvester. They both had like that whenever they talked. Daffy, Daffy Duck. He was Daffy, wasn't he? Never Ending Story 2. I saw a little bit of that. So, yeah. Stuck the first one. Yeah. I like the first one. Yeah. Atreyu! Falcor! Atreyu! That's a good one. Never Ending Story. Oh, turn around. That song gives me goosebumps. I like imagination. 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 That was a good episode. Sophia. Goal. So, turn around. Imagination Land. We're going to Imagination Land. It's a man bear pig. I love that. I had that on DVD once. Imagination. That was they were playing it in sections. Is time up? Are you're giving us a time limit? Wow, 11 likes. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. That was a burp. That was a very small burp. I was sounding like a cat earlier today. Welcome to Cat Calls. I could do a whole stream of just me making cat sounds. I just came from my BFF's house. He had a sleepover. Oh, we had a sleepover with another. Oh, cool. Sleepover. Have you heard of Life Church? No, I have not. Greatest American hero. Who close? Yes. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. I remember when that first came out. I think that was 1980. Some guy got a suit from some aliens, and it made him indestructible and able to fly. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Too Close for Comfort. I remember that. They had weird hairstyles during that show. There was, some people keep bringing up Golden Girls. Thoughts on buying a ring? Sometimes they go down in value. When you buy gold, buy it for the weight. You can sell it for the weight. So wait until gold appreciates. Cat. 1981. Okay. Da 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 da. From a Barbie world. It's fantastic. That's right. wrapped in plastic. That was Aqua. Aqua made that. Elephant? Oh, eggplant. Eggplant is used as a reference sometimes. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world, wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, that is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Oh yeah. Why are you calling him names? Eggplant? Thoughts on eggplant? Thoughts on David? I'll be back. I'm gonna go get dragon fruit. All right. It's been an hour. It's been an hour. Are you not entertained? Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. That's right. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a tune, I sing to myself. Tea, I drink with jam and bread. Which brings us back to dough. You've never watched? The hills are alive with the sound of music. That takes place in Germany, I think. They were running from Nazis. I've only been seeing clips on YouTube, and of course heard about it over the years. You're back. You have your dragon fruit. Sing, sing, Austria. Do you like eggplant? No, I don't think I've ever had an. I think I've had avocado. Avocados and eggplants. Eggplants look intimidating. They look very intimidating. They're purple. They're cylindrical. They're large. I don't think I've ever had. That's never been introduced into my menu. Avocado. I just like saying avocado. That's where they get guacamole. Holy guacamole. Austria. That's where Arnold Schwarzenegger's from, Austria. Fired elephant is delicious. Oh, fried elephant is delicious. Oh, fried eggplant. Sorry, fried eggplant is delicious. What elephant? What made you want to go live on YouTube? I guess I keep saying it was an unseen, I can't quite put my finger on it. I just decided, hey, I can do this live stream. And then it kind of caught on. And then it became addicting. I just like doing this. It's like a pastime for me. How? Mom's doing fine. She's resting comfortably. She's watching some TV shows. I don't know what to say. I don't know. You don't know what to say? Have I told you lately that I love you? Yes, live streaming is addictive. I just watch different channels, and I've only been doing it probably since, yeah, it's fairly new, I think. Live's fried eggplant. Is that a running joke now? Fried eggplant? Can you say fried eggplant and keep a straight face? Fried eggplant. Just put a little salt on fried eggplant and texture it. So it's so soft inside, and you love batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. Hey, batter, 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 batter. Swing! Pitcher's got a big butt. Was that Sandlot? Pitcher's got a big butt. The Goonies. The Gremlins or Gremlins. What shows do you remember? Eggplant means a fellow's. That's right, Monday Bits. That's what I meant by a reference. It's always referenced, the eggplant. And also, thoughts on baseball. It's America's favorite pastime. Yep, it's a slang, eggplant. It's neither an egg nor a plant. It is a plant, but it's not an egg. Yeah. In slang. Your kiwis. I've heard it called the kiwis. I should sing the Beverly Hillbillies song towards the end of the live. Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his friends. We'd like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week for this locality. So have a heaping helping of our hospitality. I don't know if I'd get sued for using that. Or the Little Orphan Annie song. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. In fact, when a chicken lays an egg, it does not have to be refrigerated if you do not wash off the protective coating. It can stay outside for 30 plus days. My brother was talking about that. My brother has a friend who, I guess, raises chickens, and he was saying the same thing. So, from the chicken seals it from any bacteria. Bees are like that too. Beeswax. What's for dinner? I had some salad. What else did I have? I was going to have a baby brother or a baby sis, but the baby died in my mom's stomach. But now I have a baby sister, Julie. Well, that's nice. Focus on that. Focus on the baby sister. But go through the what do they call that? The stages of grief. Thanks, Michael. Which came first, the egg or the chicken? I think the chicken has to lay the egg. That's what I don't understand. Why can't people get that? You gotta have a chicken to lay an egg. I'm having, pepperoni pizza. You're welcome. Pepperoni and sausage. I like pepperoni and sausage. Pepperoni pizza. All pizza. Pizza. That's nice. Sophia. I like that name. Sophia. Like Sophia Loren. Fun facts. Morbid facts. Thoughts on ice? Don't try to drive on ice. Ice is scary when you're trying to drive, especially black ice. Black ice can cause you to slide right off the road or into a car in front of you. I'm glad I don't have to drive on ice. Black ice is scary because you think it's just wet, but it is ice. Especially at night, hitting black ice at night, that could cause your car to just go out of control. I don't even think about it. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. I have 12 likes. My uncle is named Sophia. Which is bigger, Ed, a moose or an elk? I think moose. They always caution, approach mooses, do not come close to a moose. Moose are deadly. They're up there with hippopotamus. What is black ice? It is when the road freezes up, it creates the illusion that the road is just wet. Yeah, when it's cold enough, you get black ice. It blends in. Actually, it's kind of shiny, and I don't think you could tell right away. Yeah, it is. So is Dad. Black ice, wet. It looks like it's wet, but then again, you're sliding on it. That's why I like snowmobiles. If you live in snowy areas, get yourself a snowmobile. Forget the jet ski. Get a snowmobile. People used to actually drive around in snowmobiles up in Portola. I keep a picture of her or him in my room when she was in my mom's tummy. Oh, the sonogram. Isn't that cool that they can do that? Yeah. They can take a picture of somebody before they're even born. They didn't used to have that technology. Does Mom like jaw harp? I guess. I think she likes jaw harp. I'll have to get a reaction. I'll have to dig out my tripod and get Mom's reaction. 9 times 9 is 81. 8 times 1 is 9. Portola, where do you live? Where do you live at in America? I live in Georgia. Georgia, America. That's lovely, Sophia. You should write Hallmark cards. Hallmark cards. There's actually a Hallmark. I don't think the heater needs to be on right now. I don't think it's cold enough to need the heater. I'm sitting on the heater right now, and it's kind of sweaty in here. I don't like when it gets sweaty. Well, it's been an hour and 17 minutes. We should have snack time tomorrow. I should try to do that. Pop some popcorn, get myself a soda pop. Catching mice. What about catching mice? If you build a better mousetrap, if you times 9 times these lower numbers and then add them up, it all comes back to 9. Trippy. I haven't heard that in a while. Trippy. That's so trippy, dude. It is trippendicular. Well, I think I'll start wrapping it up. I got to get up early tomorrow. I don't like getting up early, but sometimes I have to. I got to get up in time for my medication. Take my heart meds. I have to take them and then wait an hour. Wrapping it up. Would you have to do a rap song? Friends, how many of us have them? Friends. Thoughts on TV show Family Matters. Did I do that? That was Urkel. Urkel was one of the characters. Michael, you're a smart math person. You're a smart math person. You're a really smart math person. All right, everyone. I will see you probably tomorrow. If I still have my composure. Yeah, my composure. It's important to have your composure. Until then, did you know the brother is now dating the a transgender at Winslow? And Winslow? Winslow is now transgender? That's just a fun fact. All right then. I think Now is the time to say goodbye. No, don't leave. That actor is dating a transgender. Huh. Wow. Prepare yourselves. Bye for now. Have a good day.